Hello, everybody on Speed Gaming. Welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are here with Logical Randomizer for more A Link to the Past Randomizer Action Main Tournament. Today, for your entertainment, we have PlasmaKappa on my left and Juber87 on my right. Playing this game and having a lot of fun for us, and who knows, maybe we're gonna find a lot of Trinexes, maybe not. I am Flying Platypus Dimitri and I'm joined by Phoenix. Hi Phoenix, how are you doing?
Doing well, it's Randomizer Boots.
Yeah, that's literally the name of the mood, Randomizer Boots. Boots are guaranteed in Link's house, right?
Now, okay, okay, this is new. Both started at Link's house, both got rewarded with boots, so now we are in a casual logical randomizer, but without the stand-up start.
Well, that's a nice comfort items. It's a bit dangerous at the beginning with the boots because, you know, you don't have a sword. There are plenty of strong enemies that you can dash into. And we got already a map check from Juber so that we know the situation of pendant crystals. Apparently we got 2 crystals, 1 pendant in Hera, right?
Looks like, if we'll take a look on the trackers.
No, my bad. On Juber's tracker, apparently it was desert. It was the red pendant.
And of course in Randomizer everybody's hoping to see a helicopter.
Oh yes, the secret dream of every fan. Chad is already going wild in the comments with their own requests. They always hope for the helicopter, a lot of Trinexes, a lot of disgusting enemies in the overworld like lions and stuff. Everybody wants that crystal roller coming out of bushes. And then it's gonna be instant death or 3 hearts Grimail. This is what makes this game the best mode.
And about dropping, we are aware of dropping on Chuba's side, but now it should be better.
Yeah, now it looks fine. Yes, apologize chat for the delay. We got a little bit problem with the cropping, but now it should looks fine. At least where I see, it looks perfect. Can you confirm that, Phoenix? Can you confirm, chat, that everything is good?
Looks good so far to me.
Very
There
nice.
was a little resync.
Alright, we're good to go. So we skipped a little bit of the introduction because we're still fixing a few issues here and there. But so far, they're not doing anything crazy. So they're just running around. This is open standard 7.7, so that means that we don't have to go through the intro sequence. And we can start from Link's house or Sanctuary, and we do the classic opening where runners just go around in Kakariko, Link's house, the front of escape and stuff, and check for what's available to them.
And we have found a bottle in Blind's hut.
That's useful for Kakariko.
I'm thinking about ticket here.
Yeah, you always feel bad when you find a bottle and you cannot check that right away. We also found a Burnarcane somewhere on PlasmaKappa's side. I guess it's from the front of escape, because that's the place where Juber didn't start. Oh no, actually he started that, but I must have missed that. But most importantly, now we already got a sword, so it's gonna be less likely that we're gonna dash into our death into some kind of strong enemy. And the hammer!
And did you
look at that?
Did you recognize that Shuba is playing with Clippy from the old Microsoft Word versions?
Oh, I always hated that. I mean, you are standing like in the front of my screen, covering the pages. I don't know for you, but to me it was straight up harassment. Just shut up and let me do my job.
I enjoyed. We also have found Burner in Saha's closet.
Oh, right, that's where it comes from. Sorry, I must have missed it because the first couple minutes were a little bit frantic. So, yes, PlasmaKappa did a couple of checks that Juber didn't do, and that cane is going to be useful at the beginning. Well, right now we don't have any magic, so it's just a stick. But soon, maybe it's going to be relevant to avoid some of the most dangerous enemies that roams Hyrule in this Animizer. The Ice Rod. We got the Ice Rod in the library, so chat, this is confirmed. We're gonna have a lot of Trinexes. Just to explain the mode a little better, this is just an open 7-7 seed, so we need 7 crystals to enter Ganon's tower. We need only 7 crystals to defeat Ganon. And it's an Animizer, so enemies can appear everywhere shuffled. But most importantly, also bosses are shuffled, and this is Chaos Boss Shuffle. And that means that any boss can appear any number of times in almost every locations. There are few arenas where some bosses cannot appear due to some technical difficulties, but pretty much every boss can be anywhere.
For example, Triangles cannot appear in Skullwood, Moldon 1 or Moldon 2.
Exactly. Okay, we are just Moonper short from that Darkward access.
That's a good point.
I am always a little bit worried when I see a seed with a lot of items in the beginning, because it feels like, okay, you're giving a lot of stuff, now where do I go? Or the seed is preparing to give me a bad surprise at some point.
And the next thing, there is a Moon Pearl.
There we go.
Talking about logical animizer also means there can be some item requirements for kill rooms. For example, hammer to defeat the beetles, powder or quake to defeat dead rocks, or maybe a bow to defeat the red mimics. Can be required for some kill rooms.
Yes, indeed. So for people that, you know, when you go to pod, you're always thinking, oh, I don't have a bow because I need to access the bow lock side. Well, that room may not be bow locked anymore. May be powder locked or hammer locked, depending on the enemies that are inside. And that is true for every single room with enemies in the game that requires to be killed in order to progress and open doors and stuff.
So, talking about Hello Quake. Talking about Hello Hookshot.
Wow, so many items. Already, Powder and Quake. Beautiful.
We just talked about it. Now, talking about pot and bow. For the back of pot, there is still a bow required to trigger the state.
True. So yeah, don't mistake. So Eastern, because the bow requirement for Eastern is only determined by the enemies. Eastern may not be bow locked anymore, depending on which enemies are inside. But Pod, you know, there's that silly statue at the back that needs to be shot in the eye in order to access the boss, so that's still a requirement.
Okay.
So we need to distinguish between enemies and physical barriers that require specific item to be crossed. Yeah, so many items, man.
That's the thing. We have red mail.
I mean, yeah, we got red mail, we got a sword, we got the boots, we got the hammer, we got Darkward Access already and a glove, the hook shot, the powder against the dead rock. Just if the game gives us a bow, we can pretty much kill every enemy. We also have bomb bows, so we can kill the red berries if needed to get keys. What's going on, man?
Thinking about opportunities here. We have access to Era. We have access to Seastown. Access to Port to Eastern, Hera and Seastown may be beatable right now. And just say maybe because we don't know which bosses are waiting there.
Yeah, but at this point we have Bombos that can defeat Colster and the Hookshot to defeat Argus. We just missed the Fire Rod and we can defeat every boss. That's insane. Like, not even 10 minutes into the seed and we can almost kill every single boss in the game.
Yeah, we just Fire Rod from Tronics away, that's true.
Okay, Phoenix, I need to borrow your knowledge for a second. There's a question in chat that says, if you are fake flippering and you die when you get hit by an enemy, does your death override the death scroll or you still get stuck, even if you die?
It will end. That's the thing, if you die in the fake flipper, say, I guess this will end up in a save and quit. But I'm not sure because I haven't ever seen this scenario. But normally if you get hit in a fake flipper, it will end in a soft lock and you need to save and quit.
Yeah, that's gonna be the case for... You need to save and quit, but you're gonna be scroll locked, so...
if you die in
well, that's a bit harsh. That is a little bit harsh, but... Alright. If you say so. So yeah, the answer is don't get hit when you do fake flipper. That's the only right answer. Don't get hit. And if you're about to get hit, just save and quit yourself before the ward just freezes around you. Yeah, skill issue. Exactly, exactly, skill issues. Alright, we are on the mountain on Juber's side. PlasmaKappa still doing some checks here in the overworld, probably going to the south, maybe Agina. No, right straight into the Dark World.
For Hype Cave. And Juba is not going for the free red potion. So we have Green Menace Halberd, Penalty are Red Crystal, Seastown and Swamp.
Alright, now we got a better picture of what we need to do. We still need that Sumaria cane to complete the game, because Meyer is a crystal. We may not need to go through TR at all, even though with this item layout, maybe we will need that. Maybe that's the reason why the seed gave us all these items at the beginning.
And talking about Clippy, we need to talk to Shuba about his sprite.
Oh yeah, we need. I mean, Chad is loving that. Juber using that bombos immediately to say, alright, I'm not just gonna waste any more time trying to kill all these enemies that are super aggressive. I'm just gonna blast everything in my way.
We have to... Okay, we don't care about medallions anymore.
No, we don't.
Microsoft Office 95, 98 is calling. Yeah, that's a point, Smile. I was about to say this bomb trap will not work. If there is an enemy we can't defeat in Paradox Cave, it's not item or bow locked. It just means you need to save and quit, but you still have access to the items. So it only affects if you can exit or not.
Juber trying to quake the pegs. So fun.
Mimic Clip is also a point. Maybe there is a chance. But these are things you can't train in the practice ROM. Because you can't set there up a boss or enemy shuffle.
Well, true.
The only room you can mimiclip is the room before Bo stayed in pot. That's a point. Nice hero pot here.
Oh yeah, because those are not mimics, those are Igors. Oh no, those are mimics, what I'm talking about, yeah. Those are also mimics. Never mind, I just said something stupid.
No compass here. Big key is in the basement. So vanilla.
Alright, so I guess we are gonna skip that for the time being. So which boss is gonna be? First look at the top of Tower Hera.
It's
and
Helma.
it's Helmasaur. How many people were hoping to find a Helmasaur at top of Hera Tower? This is kind of a classic. So Helmasaur on top of Hera Tower is specifically troublesome because, as you can see, he loves hanging around that hole. It's really difficult to hit him with good damage, and if you fall down that hole, you don't fall down for one floor, but you do that for 2 floors. And that sucks.
And the good thing here, we have red mail, so we can tank some hits here.
Oh yeah, as just spotting in chat, also the issue is that the mask does not take damage. Yeah, I realized in a few runs that I did an Animizer, I was surprised sometimes that I forgot how to count. I don't know what comes next after 14, 15. Have I a problem with numbers? No, I realized only later when someone explained that to me that can't happen. Weird. Alright, 16 minutes in, first crystal under our belt, or under Juber's belt.
If you...
Yes, exactly. If the boss is exploding but then you fall down, you had to fight that again.
Okay, Tiles, what do you got for us today?
Oh yeah, I love this pattern. It's so fast.
Oh, hello, Triforce.
Okay, we got the Triforce. We win. GG.
Started in the wrong spot. Oh, what a surprise! It was vanilla.
Oh, I would have never expected. But oh no, that's a problem. That's a problem. He needs to use bombos for that. Or yeah, try to hit that. So if people are asking what the heck just happened in there, basically the door opens when all the enemies are outside the screen. And apparently Juber brought with him a Vulture from the other room, and the door was not opening because the floor tiles were all dead, but the Vultures was still on screen and the door was not opening, getting him effectively stuck. The fun of Animizer.
Okay, Shuba, what are you doing? You got Darkwood access? Is he going back for the bitches in Era?
Maybe. I mean, I do not. It's not the most efficient play, but maybe he wants to. He went all the way to the basement to pick the big key. Maybe he wants to clear this up and forget about it. I am not exactly a fan of doing Hera Basement where I don't have the mirror because it's so slow. I mean, in his case, it was very unlucky with that Vulture, but normally if I don't have the mirror, I try to skip that because I don't have an easy way out. All right, what's gonna be the juicy surprise that it's in Hera big chest? It's gonna be some kind of garbage.
Yes, of course.
Oh. I was 100% sure of that.
Who was expecting some progress there?
Well, he would have loved some progress, but let's be honest for a second. We found so many items at the beginning that now it kind of makes sense with that we're not finding much stuff. The seed was front loaded.
It's more like, here, you got some stuff. Do something with that.
Yeah. And PlasmaKappa going back up. I guess it's checking the west side that he didn't check before.
Now the question.
Okay, now we're gonna see our next move. Go ahead, Phoenix, go ahead.
I was about to say, will Plasma pick up the Reku or not? No, he is not.
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, and we know Chuba is an experienced runner, and so
Yeah, when you commit to... Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, so yeah, we were saying about the fact that we all know that Hera Basement was the big key and you had the hook shot. It's not exactly a fun place to go, and like the vast majority of people will just skip it. So it makes sense that he was hoping to find something good, and if you find something good, you usually feels pretty good about it because you think, oh, my opponent probably hasn't been here.
Okay.
Oh, we're seeing some magic bat. Yeah, answering to a link to Bascan, 4 hearts is not enough for Spike Cave, because you need at least 1 invincibility item. Ooh, that was nice.
This will mean pot is possible beatable.
Possibly, yes, and most importantly, now we can kill every enemy in any kill room. We got all the item necessary for that.
Yeah, but only one enemy is left. I'm speaking here about Trinex.
True. Well, let's hope we don't find any, or let's hope that we find a lot of them, because this seed has been a baby seed so far, and these runners are very experienced, so I'm sure that they will not be satisfied unless a real challenge appears.
Okay, we can't go back to the... We can't go to the back of Skullwoods, still a fire up missing, but we can do the front. Seastone is possible. Pot is a possible.
Yeah, we're missing flippers and mirror for swamp. Okay, let's see what's the boss in Eastern. It's Moldorm. Eastern is beatable.
I don't think that the Ring of Antiferous count as enemy.
That is correct. It doesn't count. There are a few, like 2 or 3 enemies that don't count. So, for example, the little bats that flies around normally don't count. Statues don't count. Anti-fairies don't count. Every enemy that is unkillable or that it's technically not an enemy, like fairies, usually they do not count.
Also, anti-fairy beams.
Yes, also that. Oh, we just found a Mitsun. No, wait, my bad. The color on Juber's tracker kind of made me believe that he found the Mitz. It's still the normal glob.
Spike, bumpers, beamers, yeah, that's also stuff that will not count as enemy. Fire bar, fire snakes, rollers, so there is stuff that will not count as enemy. especially if they appear in the killer room.
Yeah, otherwise that would be obviously impossible to kill some rooms, so makes absolute sense. And we're seeing a little divergence, so as PlasmaKappa keeps going through the back of Eastern, trying to get his big key and proceed to the boss, I assume, at this point, Juber is exploring Skullwoods. We cannot go to the back, as Finny mentioned before, because we don't have the Fire Rod, but we can explore its front.
And of course, the Gyptus are vanilla here. Of course.
Oh, come on. You would have missed them. And with Animizer also sometimes we have the fun situation of a random Wall Master appearing out of nowhere in any possible location. So we need to be aware of that as well, especially in rooms with many enemies.
At the moment, the only enemy to make it not beatable in Eastern is, would be Trinix, but we know about the boss, so there is no reason to be afraid.
Yes, indeed. Because in Animizer we got this cool little feature where when we pick up the compass, we can see what boss is going to be in the back, so we can spare the trip if the boss is unbeatable.
I guess the only enemy we can't beat yet are Lionels. These are requires maybe Temper Sword or Silvers.
No, we have Master Sword, we can do spins, and we have the hammer to damage them. So even Lionels can be killed. So right now we really don't have any enemy that is unbeatable because we found so much stuff in the front of the game that. Okay, the enemy just. Yeah, that's the case. So for people that are seeing right now, one enemy just flew away from the screen and the door opens because this game does not count when the enemy is dead. This game considers when the enemy is off screen for opening the door. And the Somaria Cane, oh boy.
That's spicy.
So let's, Phoenix, honestly, let's count how many items we're missing, because I don't think we're missing many items for Go mode.
We have found Master Sword and a lot of fun here. Why not using bombers? I'm surprised.
I guess he wanted to be fast. Oh, I got a fairy. Oh, that death animation with the error pop-up.
It's a fine small detail here. Shuba, what are you doing?
He's going to pod.
Plasma is going to pod, but what is Shuba doing? He's dying again.
Sorry, my bad. For some reason, sometimes I think that Schuber is on the left side and PlasmaKappa is on the right side. My bad. I don't know, is trying to death... Oh, no, maybe he tried to death war, but he realized that because he fell down the hole, he respawned in the other room, so you have to do all the way around if it doesn't want to do a save and quit. And, of course, a random crystal rollers out the door. He will have to do that again. Nope, Juber this is the third time that Juber is trying to escape. Is getting a little bit bullied by the enemy. I don't know what is doing right now, but yeah, maybe too many weird enemies in this place. Let's get out. Alright, Skullwoods is empty. We don't need to worry about it anytime soon unless we find the Fire Rod and the Green Pendant gets relevant, but that's gonna be for later. Now let's concentrate on PlasmaKappa and our trip into Pod. What good is that Pod today, and which boss is gonna be at the end of it?
So, looks
All
like
right.
Juba decided to do a saving quit to get out of the situation.
Yeah, it's understandable. It is better to do that rather than let the frustration pile up from the attempt, because you get more and more nervous as things progresses, so it's better sometimes to just refresh and says, okay, I'll take the time loss, but at least I will just reset my mind, a fresh state.
And that's a point. Bumpers are part of the enemy shuffle, yes, and can maybe require to get cape. Oh, hello, magic. To pass these bumpers, but also the big yellow spikes or the rollers.
It's very rare though, so it doesn't really happen as much because you need to find that right in front of a door, and there are only so many specific spots where enemies can just spawn on there. So I personally have never seen in a logical enemizer with a cape full. Okay.
Thanks to Dr. Earworm, cape is never logically considered for bumpers or spikes.
Yeah, it would have been weird. I mean, I do not want to rule out the possibility, but it's nice that we have official confirmation from the chat that that's not possible. All right, cool. Okay, so far nothing. Nor in Pod and T-Town. Oh, the flippers.
Nice.
I mean, we checked already some flippers location, and we cannot access Swamp Palace because we don't have a mirror, or Ice Palace because we don't have the Titlesmith. So far they don't really do much for us. It's nice to have them before they become the go mode item, so better sooner than later.
That's true.
And Juber charging into the boss, and it's Arbus Knight.
On the Laha container. And the first red crystal.
And this counts the second crystals for Juber after killing the Arbus Knight effortlessly thanks to that bow. And we just saw on PlasmaKappa's side that the boss of Pod is yet another Moldorm, so this is beatable.
Yep, indeed.
So all things considered, what we are missing right now, Fire Rod Fire Rod is required because we need to. No, well, actually not. Fire Rod is not required because we don't have to do Skullwoods.
But can maybe require for Trinix or Right Side GT.
Yeah, can be, but so far let's just count the items that may be like 100% sure that is required. I completed some seed without Fire Rod. They are not fun, but sometimes it's possible, and because the Fire Rod is in the worst location possible. So we are missing just the flute and the title mitts and the mirror to get into Swamp.
And the next point, Juba has skipped back off Thieves Town, and there is an item left.
Yeah, I can see that they decided to skip that. You find 2 items in the front, you push your luck with the boss is beatable, gives you another item. And in the back there are 4 more chests and only 1 item. It's kind of a meta play. There is never progress in Thieves Town back. I would like to say that there is never progress whenever you don't need progress.
The information is smaller, it's beatable.
Those medallions are making a good work of defeating all the enemies that stands in the runner's way.
Also burner. To avoid some damage.
Yep.
There was sword upgrade for Shuba. And he's also on the best way to get his Mario, but he doesn't know.
Yeah, but there's a required dungeon. You try to complete as much as possible. That's normally in your priority list. Completing dungeon whenever possible is kind of at the top. So it's just gonna follow exactly what PlasmaKappa is doing. He has Thieves Town done. So by the time the PlasmaKappa dives into Thieves Town, he will probably be mostly on the same progress level. We've seen some divergence so far, but nothing crazy.
So checking menu if we got big key or not. There's no big key, so Shuba knows it must be vanilla here. Have we seen Hobo yet?
I don't think so. I think our runners went immediately to Waterfall Fairy and Zora area.
And now
at least that will happen on Juber's side. Nice, very. Oh, plasma, dude. Okay. The Wizrobe is fine. Wizrobe is easy to avoid, but oh, those Voltors. So we've seen this on Juber's side. I think it was nothing here. Yeah, just a little bit of health and a bunch of money, but nothing important. So if you do Aghanim, the enemies in the live world, overworld, they do change. But you don't know how they change because they are also randomized. And unfortunately, PlasmaKappa getting stuck after getting hit in a water walking state in the middle of the water. So yeah, you gotta save and quit. Yeah, we have back of Thieves Town, Catfish, King Zora that we didn't see because unfortunately PlasmaKappa got hit by the enemies and got stuck. We can do the front of escape actually that we haven't done. We've seen the back and Dark Cross, but not Zelda Cell in the front because there are many rooms with enemies and it's not really easy to do that at the beginning.
That's a point. Have we seen the map yet? No, map is still alive in Hyrule Castle.
Okay, so 2 checks. Not much, but better than nothing, I suppose.
Some bombs.
Oh, don't worry, we got PlasmaKappa, we sent help to him. It will arrive shortly. Okay, so far so good, there's the map. I was kind of hoping for the item to be here, so that it doesn't have to go all the way.
Meanwhile, Chuba has completed Eastern to get his Samaria, and now I suppose he will do Pot?
I guess so. It's running into the portal. So yeah, in his perspective, he checked Skowoods, there was nothing. He checked Thieves Town, there was nothing of value. And now he's basically doing what PlasmaKappa did already. And PlasmaKappa probably is about to go to teams down in front of Skullwood soon to do the same but in reverse. Yeah, at this point we don't have many other checks left. Because in order to unlock the situation, we will need, I would say, the mitts or the mirror.
What is left for Gomod in general? Fire Rod, Flute, and that's it.
Yeah, no, actually, mitts and flute, because the fire rod, it's like, we don't know yet. It's likely it will be required, but we don't know yet.
So maybe Fire Rod, but Flute, Mitts, and also Mirror if you're thinking about Swamp.
Yes, mirror, flute, and mitts. Because we need to access Misery Mire, we need to access Swamp, and we need to access Ice Palace. And as long as we don't find any Trinex on our way, that's good. No, Hobo, I don't think that Hobo was checked. Because PlasmaKappa tried to do some flipper checks, and he got hit, unfortunately, so he had to save and quit out of it. Juber did only scouted Hylia Island, checked Waterfall Ferry, and then scouted the Zora Ledge. I don't think he went for King Zora. Correct me if I am wrong, but I'm pretty sure that King Zora was not done either.
I guess Juber was too short of money.
Okay, so also that is a possible play. And the flippers are now in logic because we know that they are here.
Plasma check Turbo.
Oh, Plasma check Turbo. Okay, perfect. Good to know. And it was nothing, of course.
Why do you expect to find some progression?
Well, at some point, yes, but the problem is not that we will find progression. The problem is that where it is, and if Plasma will go all the way to Thievestown and discover that his progression is maybe here, that would be a huge boost for Plasma.
So, I'm just looking on the overall tracker. So, for PlasmaKappa, there's still, as we can see on his item tracker, there is something left in Hero. We know it's garbage. Overall, Zora Ledge is left. Catfish, Pyramid.
Oh, Pyramid Ledge, right. We got Pyramid Ledge that we didn't bother checking.
The boss is immediately open in Seastown, yes, but looks like Plasma decides to check everything here to get all items out.
Yep. And we don't even need to blast open the hole because that's not necessary in Astronomizer. Let's see if he will remember to not use a bomb, or he will just do that out of muscle memory. Okay, muscle memory wins. Alright, PlasmaKappa will open all chests regardless because he doesn't know that the last item is gonna be on the boss, so we're gonna see everything in the basement.
So this will mean we will find out what the last item here is.
Yeah, and if it's garbage, that means that our last item to progress forward in the seed is not gonna be in a fun place.
So looks like the last item is in the big chest.
As usual.
And it's garbage.
Oh, vanilla bits would have been funny. Vanilla bits would have definitely been funny. But yeah, it's fun for us, it's fun for chat, it's definitely not fun for the racers. We are not here for their entertainment. They are here for our entertainment, and we are always extremely grateful for that. So everybody in chat, please remember to give the runners a follow. They're making a great job. They're awesome runners. Please help them with whatever you can. Just a little like, a follow. Everything helps.
And we're just setting up here a death warp. But yeah, of course, give the runner a follow. It's nice to having them on stream, and restreams are not possible without them. If Seastown boss is vanilla, yes, we have to bomb the attic and you have to grab the maiden.
No, blind is the only exception.
Yes,
but it's easy. It's easy because you can just walk into the room, and if it's anything except blind, the boss is gonna be there. But if it's blind, you can just walk out and go to the back.
So, for example, if there is maybe Argus, or in this case Harmonites, the boss door will lock you, and you know, okay, there is a boss I can defeat now. And if the boss room is not locking, you know, okay, it's maybe vanilla. So this is an indicator in Seastown. I should be able to use some Mario. The fairy beam was about, no, not today.
I guess the bunny beam just erased the Samaria block because that just passed through and he hit that too many times. I saw the Samaria block disappearing from the switch, so I guess that's what happened. Never seen that before.
One reason why I'm joining to do some commentary. There's still stuff you can learn.
Oh yeah, there's always stuff you can learn. Tricks from the runners, weird interaction of the game, logical quirks.
This remembers myself about this year's mentor tournament from the Goma podcast. One of my mentors told me I can see me on two different levels. My knowledge grade is really high, but my skill grade needs to be grow.
Yep, I totally agree with that.
And the thing is, I have done too much commentary, but the thing is, I enjoy it and I love it. So, talking about commentary, Shuba has completed a pot. Now the runners are even again with the dungeons.
Yep. So there it is. Which one is going to be the gross check with our progression? It's going to be Catfish, Pyramid Ledge, or that's it. Zora.
Shuba has
and we don't have a mirror.
Shuba has marked Zora away, so I'm not sure if he has done a Zora or not.
I don't think so. I mean, I think he scouted the Zora ledge, but I don't think he did. Yeah, fair. Maybe he did that because he's very low on. Okay, Zora was a hard. Okay, my bad.
Okay, big thanks here to our unofficial third commentator, also known as the chat.
Yeah, I mean, chat is a lot of people. We are only two commentators that we cannot keep track of, two runners, so they are obviously the MVPs. So at this point, I would say Catfish.
Yeah, looks like. And on this part, a big thanks to everybody in the chat who is helping us here with the stuff. It's not sure if I wrote a go mode. We are still missing Mids, Flute, Mirror.
And possibly Fire Rod may not be required if the seed is so nice like he has been so far and there's no Trigon X on our way to Ganon. Absolutely, Mahoney, especially Aga 1, so fun to practice.
Redmarang from the other Scamfish.
Alright, what are we missing?
On Chuba's side, we're missing the complete castle, Spy Cave, Hobo.
We've seen Spy Cave from PlasmaKappa.
Yes,
so Spy Cave is nothing.
Yeah, I'm just talking about Chuba's tracker.
Okay. Let me check the item.
And we also have Agina Cave left on both sides.
All right, that's spicy. I wonder if the runners will go to Agina's cave, and if there is something, they will think, "Oh no, my opponent may have done this like ages ago."
The thing is, Plasma already did Hobo, so there is no progression. So, but progression can also be on Green Pendant, so maybe Fire Rod required.
I see. All right, let's see. We're going.
This is Agina Cave.
This is Agina Cave, yes. I mean, we don't have any other choice. There is nothing left.
It is and yes, Gamma, it is the last location for Plasma. And there is the Fire Rod.
Okay, that's spicy. And you know what that means?
Now we can defeat every boss, and the thing is, this also can mean we have some progression on Green Pendant.
Yep. We only have progression Green Pendant. Because with Mids, we could have done Ice. With Flu, we could have gone to the Mire area. Well, actually, with the Flu, we can't do much without the Mids. And with the Mirror, we could have done Swamp. But we got the Fire Rod. And the Fire Rod only opens Skullwood so far. So let's go for some pendant action. I wonder how PlasmaKappa feels right now, thinking, oh, maybe my opponent got this like ages ago. But maybe they know each other and they know that probably is a play they would not do that unless it's a last location.
Fair point, Mike. Pet is also in play. Maybe for Flute, maybe for Mirror.
No, Mike, you must have misheard that. Nobody said Ped.
Why everybody is loving to see Pet?
Because it's funny.
Yes, and this would mean, oops, it was on Pet Seed.
Well, we don't have the book, so that makes it even funnier if it's something required and you cannot even read that.
So, PlasmaKappa is still, the dream of PlasmaKappa is still alive. Maybe we will get him.
We didn't see a compass, so I guess so. I mean, the compass can be on the boss itself. That is funny when you don't have all the weapons. But right now, it's kind of, it's just a minor inconvenience not knowing which boss is gonna be because you can beat everything. Plasma? Oh no! Plasma
Oh,
got grabbed while it was falling by the Wallmaster. Yeah, that happened.
it also happened to me, and this is annoying.
Yep. I agree with Cool Papabel. Even if you get the fire rod right at the beginning, you may last locate this because you don't want to the scorewoods because it's a pendant. So yes, it's probably not as bad as it looks.
Where is Schubert going? I guess this will be the man under the bridge.
Probably. Well, I mean, Plasma asked for help. It didn't specify which help he wanted.
Hello, Armonites! But we got a burner. So we don't care about Spike here.
Yeah, we don't. One of the good things about Animizer is that you get to see so many fun interaction, the bosses, the arenas, and the different weapons that you may require to beat them. So you need to get creative, but you also need to know a lot of stuff about what weapons are the best and which boss is vulnerable to what item.
And of course, compasses on Armonites.
Well, that was not too bad. Okay, now, what's gonna be on Green Pendant? At this point, I think either Mirror or Mitts, because Flutes will do nothing right now. Will just give us more movements, but we need the Mitts to get into my area. Okay, Juber scouting the item, just $20.
And what is on Green Pendant? Mitts or Mirror?
The big one, Mitts. Yep. Morga 84, you win.
Hello, Mitts. So, Mitts open, Dark Mountain open, Ice Palace.
And also opens Pendant TR that is fully in logic. And we got all 3 medallions. So we got no excuse.
But for now, we will see Ice. Yes, understandable. It's a crystal. So, let's do it.
I mean, I said pendant, but if you were like pen, it kind of sounds the same. So yeah, okay, like I said pet.
If you're talking about pendants, we are always talking about pet.
Fair point. Pedants.
Yeah, yes. Of course, Mike.
That's the word. That's the word. Okay, Juber following on PlasmaKappa's footsteps, and PlasmaKappa doing some icebreaker to crack this ice palace open.
And Mike, pendants would explain why you always understand pet if you're talking about pendants. This explains a lot here.
Yeah, that's a problem when you don't know how to English. I apologize, I'm bad at this language.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, made it.
What does the 1 mean? 1 is the crystal number. So Every number next to the magic bar will mean it's a crystal. Letters like R, B, or G will mean it's a pendant. This is another branch.
Yeah, that works only for Atomizer and AD tile swap. You will not see C for crystals and P for pendants or pedants, but it will say 1, 2, 3, 1 from 1 to 7 based on the crystal, and RGB for the three colors of the three pendants.
RPG, I see what you did there.
Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay, so we got our access to ice, but we still don't have our next piece of progression. There's still one item in Ice Palace that PlasmaKappa has yet to find, so if not, then off to the mountain.
Hello, Smokey. This will mean last item is on the boss. I was about to say is on Coaster, but hey, it's Armor Knights again.
Oh, we did see that? We found the compass? I must have missed that.
Yeah, I'm just looking on Plasma's tracker.
Oh, okay. You're getting spoilers, man.
So I'm looking here on the Discord restream. And this told me Ice is Armor Knights.
Alright. So many harmonized. This is like the third one already.
Yes, it is the third
Beauty
one.
of Chaos. Oh, okay, so this room is a fun room. So, normally, when you get into this room in vanilla, there are only 2 red berries flying around, but not many people that are familiar with Rando knows that under that rock on the right side, there are 4 more blueberries. And when you do the Atomizer, in that room, they will spawn 4 additional random items, and sometimes a Wall Master will appear, making it for some fun if you try to leave the rock as you don't realize that the hand is coming from the ceiling to grab you and bring you outside. Yeah, always count the enemies. If you count less than 6, then you're in trouble.
Okay, no progression in Ice, so maybe Dark Death Mountain or Pendant TR.
Yep. So we got 4, 5, 6 more checks. Because we got Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny Cave. If it's not there, then TR. Oh yeah, we also have a purple chest that's mid-chain, right?
Don't forget
Doesn't
about
exist in my book, but technically we could do that.
What is Myth Chain? Never heard of that.
Yeah, what is that? You're right. Doesn't exist. Juber decides to change the switch state. I am a bit confused, but decisions. Someone in chat is suffering hard for that.
I'm wondering from which person are you talking?
Oh, I wonder. Just one random person in chat. Okay, we got Ether, but doesn't matter. Because we got all medallions like not even 10 minutes into the seed.
Gamma is too good at the game, so he has to suffer by watching others being bad. Of course.
I mean, that seems fair to me. I mean, there must be some kind of inconvenience when you are too good at something. It cannot be only, oh yeah, I'm too good, only positive things and not negative things. That's gotta be some negatives.
Okay, we should be fair. He told he is still learning.
Who doesn't? Okay, we got nothing out of Super Bunny Cave. We got into Hookshot Cave. We're not gonna see any hovering today, because Hookshot.
That was an early hook shot. You just missed
Alright,
one chest.
Decisions. He forget about that. Plasma. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought he was going for the floating island.
I was about to say, what are you doing here?
Oh, I got distracted for a second, and Juber is in the hell room. Juber, you took the back route to go to Ice-T? I mean, I understand that it's not nice to do the other route, but... Alright.
Decisions, I guess.
Oh, sure, I mean... Yes, of course, because he flipped the switch, he decided to take an alternative route with bomb jumping and stuff. Yeah, that's the beauty of Ice Palace. A fun dungeon that in vanilla is designed to make you wrap around many times in order to complete that. I played so much random that right now I cannot even imagine how to complete Ice Palace without breaking it into pieces. Oh, that's true.
Fun fact about me, I never played A Link to the Past vanilla. I only know.
Oh, that's too bad. It's a nice game. That's too bad. Well, technically, I haven't either because I played only the GBR remake of the game. Never played the original Super Nintendo. Clearly superior. Okay. Alright, Frontal TR dead. We keep going.
So we're still having Lava Chest, Mimic Cave, and the back of TR.
Well, Mimic Cave, not yet, because we don't have a mirror. And imagine finding the mirror somewhere and then having to go back to Mimic Cave for that flute. That would be disgusting.
So what are we doing here? Of course, Lava Chest. Hey, it's Harmonites! What a surprise!
Baby seed. Okay, so we got another Armonite. We can do everything here in TR. Oh, PlasmaKappa almost got hit by that Wall Master flying out of nowhere. I didn't see that coming. Nice dodge. So now the scenario here is that either our progression is here in TR, or is not in TR, and we will have, unfortunately, had to say the frog.
Yeah, Smith chain hammer, Smith hammer packs, and the lunchbox.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot we have no mirror, so there is no Mimic Cave.
Yep, there's no Mimic Cave. So in the worst case scenario, the mirror is on Spit Chain, and the flute is in Mimic Cave. Imagine the possibilities. Awkward spike. A heart.
Heart.
We keep going. Flute can be on pad.
Can be on pad, but not on Sugar Bar Cave. Why? because you
We
need
need the
flute.
book for that, yes.
No, for checkerboard cave we need the flute.
Yeah, for checkerboard, yes, but if we want the flute on pad, we need to be desert, so we need a way to get into desert without the flute, which is the book. So yeah, flute cannot be on pad as long as we don't find the book. Number 1, laser bridge is the map. Number 2 is here is just some money.
Silver?
The silvers, nice but not useful. Come on, Plasma, don't die. Use that cane. You got half magic. Come on. And a small key. It may be the boss. Hold on.
Yeah, there must be a small kill laser bridge, otherwise there is no way to get access to Trinex. Sorry, in this case,
Absolutely.
Armor
Armor Trinex. Alright, Bowl of Runners into TR. Juber is just the beginning of the dungeon. He's probably gonna get the bad news soon that this dungeon has no items. We need to see the boss. But so far it's been a disappointment.
Hey, temper sword!
And it's nothing.
Must be Smith Chain.
Must be.
But the good thing is we got another sword.
That's a really big upgrade. I mean the purple sword. See the purple sword. I should not commentate and reach out at the same time.
And the thing about Silvers and Tempered Sword, both are nice to have, and yeah, it's true, it's not awful. It's not awful, but not really, but also not really useful yet.
Oh yeah, and we forgot King's Tomb. So what's in here? Nothing? Okay. We did good forgetting about it.
I really expect to see some kind of progressive here.
Yeah, but come on, doing Smith Chain without mirror and without flute, even with the boots, is just annoying because you need to go down, get the portal, get the frog, save and quit, go back. Takes so much time.
So I'm pretty sure he will do hammer packs, go to the smith, save and quit to bring the smith home.
Or just go to the smith, find the mirror, and then just leave everything behind you and go to swamp.
To find a book for desert to play pedestal?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, hell.
Okay, hammer peg first. I didn't see this coming.
Catfish was the Ragnarang.
Yes. Oh! Happy birthday, Phoenix! I got you a book as a present.
I was talking about to find the book here on Swift Chain.
I hope you enjoy that.
Hey, my pets. Oh.
Everyone is happy. I'm happy. You're happy. Chat is screaming right now.
Oh.
We're living the pet dream again.
So please do a pet check before bringing the Smith home, please.
No, that's never gonna happen. I don't believe, not even for a second, that PlasmaKappa is going back to check that at any moment.
I was just joking about to find the book here.
I mean, we got many items at the beginning. I told you, the seed is nice at the beginning to make you believe that, oh, it's gonna be a nice seed, and then it gives you this. Are we are we going?
Okay.
Plasma, are we going? Or are we going just to take the... Oh! No, we're not going to the portal.
Yeah, he's going the right way. We will get a pet check.
Plasma, you are the savior. You said you wanted help, but you are helping here the community to live the dream.
No, oh. Okay, pet is official dead.
Pet is dead, but Desert is not dead yet. And I would say my theory again. We're gonna find mirror somewhere, and that's gonna be necessary for Mimic Cave. That means a second trip into Pendant TR.
And I thought I'm evil.
Yes, that's our job. Alright, we got the purple chest. Let's go to turn it in.
In Manila, you will get there a bottle from the lunchbox.
Yeah, exactly. Chat is supposed to suggest evil things, and comms are supposed to encourage chat to think about evil things. And it's nothing.
Hey.
Off to Desert. Chad doesn't need any encouragement. Well, you may be right.
Okay, we are 1 hour 17 minutes in. We are still 2 items from Gomod away.
Yep. And 2 dungeons from Ganon's Tower.
So, if you're enjoying what you see, give the runners a follow. I'm really sure they will be happy to see one. It's not possible without them.
Yes, indeed. Always appreciate the runner's job. They are here to suffer for our own entertainment, so...
What is Shuba doing here?
I think he froze for a second.
No, his time is still running.
Okay, so he was just thinking about something. Yep. First item is just a red rupee. Let's see what we can find here. It's just a map. Okay.
A burrito. Okay, what
The
time
burrito. After this, the boss and ether tablet.
That's a point.
Well,
That's us.
no mirror, so no Bombo's tablet. That means that with that book, our only option in case is just ether.
Plasma did not check the boss yet. So it's a surprise. Maybe Moldor, maybe Armor Knights, or maybe a new boss?
Hopefully a new boss. Doesn't matter because we can beat every single boss, so just the map check actually you lose time just doing the map check. You can just walk into the boss arena and fight.
But to be honest, I appreciate the pet check from Plasma here for the fans or for us, for the viewers.
Yeah, look how happy they are thinking about that mirror that may be on top of that mountain.
Oh, we have a new boss.
Plasma. You
He's
got
down.
silvers, man.
He's down to 10 arrows.
Fair. But still. How many arrows you need? Like 11? 9 for the eyes and 2 for the...
We have found the...
Okay, yeah. Now I guess Plasma needs some help. Now I guess he will love some help.
We have found the true go mode. It was the backnet. I love it.
Yeah, and if it's the mirror, because I mean it can be fluid, because with flu will open Meyer, so it's not guaranteed that it's mirror, but Juber is going back for Thieves Town. Oh no, he's gonna be so disappointed. It was already a little bit behind. This is gonna only further set the lead that PlasmaKappa has over Juber right now. So that's definitely not a good thing for him. What the heck was that?
It was just a preview. How it looks like on the other side when you use a small key door.
There it is!
And Plasma was really happy if you're looking on his sword flashes.
He's happy? I don't know, because with that mirror, sure, now we got ice, but now we got 10,000 of different mirror places, which are scattered around the world. So hopefully the flute is gonna be here in Swamp, and everybody can go to the merry ways.
No. Now Chad is talking about to find a flute on Graveyard Ledge.
Why not in Mimic Cave?
I was about to say why not on Pet, but we know Pet is dead.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pet is dead. But Plasma confirmed the hero of the people for checking Pet.
Goodbye.
Get that shield! Get that shield!
Nope.
Okay, so we are checking Swamp first. Makes sense.
Okay. Time for some swamp actions.
Uncharted territory, here we come. Check number 1. Oh yeah, absolutely. None of the runners is gonna go back to mimicking unless it's gonna be their absolutely last location. Hopefully that's not gonna be the case. I mean, I'm memeing about it, but because the mirror was right there, that's definitely a possibility. So, you know. Are we gonna see left side, or we go straight for the back? Because we're missing one item. Alright, noted. We will ask the runner later. As far as the Gibdo and Wallmaster, I don't know. Okay, other people in chat that definitely know the answer says no, so I will take that for the good answer. And Juber about to get his book, and he's not gonna be happy about it.
Book will lead him to desert.
Okay, Swamp Palace, what do you got? Vanilla Argus. Yeah, I guess he did. Which is good. I mean, we know the purple chest was nothing. I guess he's trying to cut as many corners after going all the way to the back of T's Mount. He must feel incredibly behind.
Now Red Pump is open.
Yep. We do the rest of left side swamp, or we go do the bomb first. We go back. All right, makes sense.
We have 3 reasons to go back into swamp. If you're looking on the item tracker.
Yep, he found the big key in the pool in the back. So at this point, there are too many items in here to ignore.
Yeah, big key was flooded a gate chest, or one of them.
Oh, he also didn't do this. Alright, this is gonna be it.
Bloomerang. And you can't avoid it.
There we go. Finally.
After 1 hour 27 minutes and a few seconds, we are officially in go mode.
Alright, so the worst case scenario did not happen. I mean, that mirror in Ether Tower was pretty gross because you had to go all the way around the mountain to get that. So I guess the runners have been punished enough. So now all that rest is to activate the flute, fly to Mire, defeat whatever boss is at the end of it, and then off to GT we are.
Yeah, but Maya at least, yeah, that's a point, but we don't know about the Biki location there. It's Quake! So today today TR and Meyer have changed their medallions.
Yeah, and luckily the runner did have Quake already in their inventory. Nice statue. He doesn't fit into the space, so he has to pull that all the way. Oh no. I can hear him swearing. I apologize if my laugh was too strong for chat. Please tell me if I had to lower the volume a little bit, but that was really, really funny.
What a state. What a state, you.
You know, sometimes people make the mistake of thinking, "Oh, we're in Go mode, the game is done." No, unfortunately, even when you're in Go mode, you still need to play till the end of the seed. It's rando, everything can happen. We know that PlasmaKappa is still in the lead, but who knows?
Ganon is finally upgrading his security. Yeah, that's a point. The only part what is missing here, you shall not pass.
And that was effective. It's an unkillable enemy, and it makes you sweat a lot if you want to go past that. Yeah, we didn't find the big key. Let's check here. Just a small key. We'll have to go to left side.
No, but to get serious, this statue reminds me of Lord of the Rings. It was Gandalf. Now the only part is missing his famous sentence, "You shall not pass."
Oh, we can just make a clip out of it. Oh, there's the big key. And Juber going to pet because he also fears that he's missing out on something. He's gonna get his bad news. No, he's pulling it. Our hero.
I just looked in the just a bit disappointed. Okay. What was I about to say? Yes, I just looked in the race room who entered the bot comment to roll the seat. It was Plasma.
Okay, so if you want to blame someone, you blame Plasma. This is why even when commentators are held with the setup in the race room, they do not roll the seed. So we don't have to take responsibility for that.
To be honest, I'm only rolling if runner requested me.
That's a trap. Don't do that.
Oh,
if I ever request a rolling seed from you, it's an imposter. It's not me.
Oh, hello, Modular. This is also new.
Hanging in the goop. Yeah, quick work of it. With that temper, 4 slashes, and we're done. Well, it was basically an AD seed. We completed every dungeon looking for the final item, so...
It was not an AD. For AD, Castle Tower's missing.
Oh, right. We didn't have to do Aga 1 for our Dark Lord access. It could have been much worse, you're right. It was too easy.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to play a game. It's a big key guessing game. Type in your numbers between 1 and 22. What do you think where the big key in GT is?
Actually, I will have to correct you on that because the number is going to be from 1 to 18 because, ladies and gentlemen, we discovered a bug into this randomizer which prevents the big key from being in the bomb chest and behind ice arbos or whatever boss is in the room with the ice tiles. So unfortunately, we will never be able to see the fabled ice Trinex. So yeah, unfortunately for this season of the main tournament, we will never see the boss. Is going to be down there because there's a bug that prevents the big key from being in that area. And so yeah, start your guessing. You can guess either individual locations or just the number from 1 and 18. And if you guess individual location and you're right, you get extra points.
And the winner will get a seed rolled by me.
Yes, Juber, I feel you. I feel the pain in your chest right now. It took a second watching that monument crumbling before him and realizing, oh, this is it. Number 1 and number 2 are done.
And he's not playing full right. I guess this will be render rush.
Yeah, we had to stop a rando eventually. So number 3 on the torch is just 20 rupees.
I know, and Chuba is going to Mimic Cave.
Oh, well, it's here. It doesn't want to forget anything. So at this point, he's gambling. Oh, there's the big key. So who said 7 in chat?
The Titan 84. GG's.
Congratulations, the Titan. You win an unlimited supply of 7/7 logical animizer rando seeds. With guaranteed pet progression.
Yeah, we'll do it with the blender factor to put always some progression on pet.
Yeah, otherwise it would not be enough of a reward. We need something substantial. If he's not guaranteed, he can change his old seed with a new seed.
Yes, Titan, you can also have some virtual points. So it shouldn't be a problem here.
Okay, Juber's about to get his bad news that there is nothing, unfortunately, here. So that's the privilege of chat and comms, to know the entire situation, because we can see both runners, but it doesn't feel great when you go to a location you find absolutely nothing in this lane to the seed. And PlasmaKappa blasting through multiple hordes of enemies, trying to get these pesky flying enemies that... Okay, it's far away enough. Perfect. We can get out. I mean, at this point, if it was me, because I am bad at the game, I would just keep blasting with bombos and ether all my way to the boss. Honestly. Yeah, exactly. You're guaranteed to find pet seed. We never specify when you find it, but eventually you will find one. And with a cold stare blocking our way in the middle of GT. Yeah, we got red mail, we got plenty of health. Plasma doesn't care, he just walks straight to the face of Colster and slashing his sword like a madman. Right, getting a little bit bullied by these guards in the invisible floor. But he made it. Just a couple of unfortunate falls. Fun bumper.
Just using the delete button.
Yep. That's always the strategy in Animizer. You know, especially for experiencer runners, it may be even more difficult. Not because they are bad, they are actually pretty good, but the muscle memory sometimes kicks in, and then you just try to set up, I don't know, the Somaria cane in the room with the invisible floor, the fire rod in this room for the torches, And then they realize, oh wait, there's gonna be different enemies, so I cannot use the same strategies. I need to change that. So it is better just to press the bombos or ether medallion and says, all right, it's gonna be a bit slower, but I don't mind which enemies are inside because they're all gonna die immediately. And we got another fun Helmasaur in this narrow platform of Moldorm 2. Okay, be careful, Plasma. Do not run out of bombs. Alright. Okay, one more bomb, we should be okay. Yes.
Nicely done here.
Yeah, Helma is just a little bit annoying because of the narrow space, and it's quite big. So, Phoenix, we are about to end this seed, and we didn't see even a single Trinex, even if we did find the Ice Rod right at the beginning of the game. I'm a little bit disappointed.
The only boss we haven't seen was the replacement of Ice Armors.
Yeah, but this is Chaos, so it could have been anything. So, we didn't see any Landmo, we didn't see a Blind, and we didn't see Trinex.
That's true.
There we go. Plasma making quick work of that pig. Okay, Juber not finding what he's looking for because we know that's here in the big chest, and he will have to get the big key here in the back and then come back to the big chest again.
Plasma needs to be careful with her swords. Well done. Get your GG's ready for PlasmaKappa. He beat the seed. With an official time of 1:43:33. And there was also an immediate forfeit from Schuber, so also GG's to him. So let's see if we will get one or both of them for interview. GG's Plasma.
GG's.
What a seed.
Yeah, there were some very interesting locations.
And hello, Chuba, also GG's to you.
It works way better when I unmute myself. GG Cap.
GG.
What was this seed? The Enemizer part is boring. The bosses are boring. The item placement is shit. Sorry to say that, sorry to be a
Yep.
bit crude, but what the hell is that mirror? And I don't want to know where the flute is. I haven't found it yet, and I'm not gonna find it.
Flute was one big just.
I said I don't want to find it.
I'm sorry, Shuba.
uh, at first, I felt quite okay with this seed. I thought like, okay, the enemies are not too bad with me. I think I've got some good pixels when dashing, where I got lucky and didn't get hit. Where if you ask any referee in football or in soccer, it's like, hey, we've got the video. You've got hit, you get out. I thought I was lucky on that point, but at some point the seed catched up with me, and I just kept on double checking myself, and yeah, I think after an hour in the seed, I was like, okay, there's no way I win that. I got to try because who knows, but I didn't see any chance anymore.
Yeah, well, I had a time looking second class locating the fire rod and then the mirror. But, you know, it just sort of naturally happens that way. Because you'll get them all at the time and you probably don't bother completing your South Shore loop and you can just run right.
For me, it was just for whatever the items were not on my way. Like whatever route I took, it did not work out. I left the castle for a long time because I found the items on the way, so I could complete stuff. And then okay, I've got loan checks and I've got the castle. Okay, I've got to do the castle. Castle has nothing, and then I'm left with loan checks left and right. And at some point, I find the book. I'm like, okay, what should I do with that? I think when you play randomizer, having the mirror on Ether tablet is like the worst possible thing.
Yeah. You'll get that as part of the Smith chain, which will leave you next to desert. So you're going to do a useless desert. It's just completely unavoidable.
You do desert, but you still do not find your mirror, and and you're left doing other stuff. I mean,
At that
yeah,
point, it's either tackled or hair a basement for me.
I did a basement early on. Actually, that was a funny thing as well because I forgot to hit the switch on the way back. I go through the door and the door locks behind me. I'm locked by the pegs. I've got 5 hearts, blue mail, and there's a vulture only as an enemy. And I'm not able to do death warp. So I had to 7 quit, and I thought, okay, you did the basement. Might as well do the big chest, so you're gonna go the whole way. And that's it, just did not work out.
If it's a mess, you get essentials early, red mail early, so not gonna die, but then you just have a bad open seed. Or you just run down everything.
So, Mr. Phoenix, what's your take on this? I need a
I,
referee here. I need someone to. I need someone to tell me it's not my fault.
no, the seed was something. I mean, yeah, at the start of the seed, you got blessed with a lot of items, and yeah, it was. I had a feeling about that. If you got early stuff, there will be maybe a big thing for the end to finish the seed, and yeah, it was. I was thinking about maybe some progression on pet because it was like logical to me to find maybe mirror or flute on the pet, but as we have seen on Plasma side first, there was nothing. So yeah, then there was a big question. Where is our progression? And it feels like at the end like break rooms. Okay, here you got an item, follow it. Here is the next item, follow it. And maybe behind this item you will find your go mode.
But the Gomon was not there. At least not for me. I mean, it came to the point like I found the mirror so late. What was available for me were Graveyard Ledge, Swamp, the Bombos tablet, and the Mimic Cave. And I was like, okay, uh, with how late I find it, I need to go Mimic Cave because anything else, Kappa is ahead anyway.
Yeah.
So I go Mimic Cave and I get nothing. And then I go the Bombos tablet, I get nothing, I get nothing, I get nothing, I get nothing, and then I find at last the mirror. No, I found the mirror. At the end, it's
Um,
like, okay, you have to go to Swamp, and it's somewhere in Swamp, and any other play you did to try to get a hedge or try to, like, let's say, to damage control, it just doesn't work. I think if I wanted to last locating this seed on purpose, I wouldn't be able to do it as good as I did right now.
yeah, understandable.
And really, Kappa, for a long time, I was hoping, like, okay, just tell me you God routed this seed and please free me out of my misery. Just done at 1:30 or something like that. Tell me there's a God route I just missed because I wanted to be away from that game.
No, it's really not possible. I don't see a way I don't ever do TR. Probably Desert too. Me, if I don't do TR, I'm stuck on MS Silverless. Because Third Sword and Silvers are in there, so...
Yeah, did you also check early on the lumberjack ledge and see? Oh, here's a sword. That's a bad omen.
Yeah, saw that sword. Had the boots from my uncle's side, so... Trekked up there.
That was also my silver lining on doing Turtle Rock. Like, okay, at least I've got the tempered. Maybe if the rest of it goes well, it's gonna be fine. It wasn't fine.
No one's fine.
Yeah, I find it really sad that the logical part of the logical anonymizer never kicked in that seed because there never was like a room with a, let's say, logical kill room. Like all of a sudden you've got, for example, dead rocks or red mimics in a room where you need to kill enemies. At least not in the early game. And yeah, no Trinex. one victorious, a lot of
Ammonites?
not almost nice. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Uh, I was expecting a bit of a challenge there on the enemy's side, but yeah, that never came.
No, not really. Because the red mail is so early, so you're not going to run into something and die. It
Well,
wasn't
I did my best to do that, but for whatever reason, I dodged them. I don't know how. Just don't get any VAR. They'll find half a centimeter or half a pixel to put me offside. But yeah, GG2 PlasmaKappa. What's your score right now?
just want to know.
Okay, well that's better than me at 0-3. I, I see a pattern there.
Okay. We can do our next match next week sometime. Maybe around the same time.
Sure, but we were fine. We'll get that on via DM.
Yep.
That's gonna be your choice of mode. Do you have any idea yet on what you would choose?
Yeah, probably involve some crossings.
I mean, I've suffered through an anonymizer, so I'm fine with crossing keys. We'll touch that on via DM.
Okay.
Thank you again for the game and for VC scheduling. And thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Flame Platypus Dimitri, for commenting and tracking. And SpeedGaming as well.
There was a question about your sprite tuber. Why do you use Clippy?
That's simple. I work in accounting.
Okay.
And at some point, I just chose that, and I'm used to the sprite, the shadow, the pixels, and I find it funny.
Yeah,
It's as simple as that. I find it funny. It's a fucking Clippy. It's just one Clippy. Anybody that's, let's say, 35 plus will know Clippy from the older Word and Excel from Microsoft, and yeah.
Yeah, every time when I see your sprite, I need to think back about the old Microsoft Word versions where you have some fun with Clippy.
Yeah, it's like, hey, do you want help? Do you need help? And boy, do I need help. But for whatever reason, my sprite never helps me.
So, Dimitri, can you hear us finally?
Yep, I am back. For some reason, my Discord exploded, so I apologize that I was not able to be part of this conversation, but I was listening from the back.
Ah, nice to get you back. So, is anything else from the runners left, or is it time to wrap it up?
Nope, I think it's just about everything in the seed that you can reasonably get. Thank you.
Yeah, come on, Phoenix. Let them have some rest. They suffered enough.
Yeah, okay, so bring it to an end. GG to you both again. It was nice to having you on screen. Give the runners a follow. Restreams are not possible without them. Also, big thanks to Dimitri to commentate with me, or I should say, he is pretty thankful that I have decided in the last minute to join him on comms. Otherwise, he would be alone here. And with this, I will give the last words to Dimitri now.
Yes, of course. So thanks to you, Phoenix. Of course, thanks to the runners. Your help is always appreciated, especially because you can never leave people without help. You're always willing to give everyone a hand, join commentary, and setting up from the backside. So definitely, you get the medal of the hero of this restream. So thanks the runners again. Thanks everyone in chat for being with us today. And until next match, that he's gonna happen soon. Let me check on the schedule.
It's
So we get one that is still ongoing, a Kabuki on SpeedGaming 1 that has started. There's another one at 6 p.m. Eastern. We have someone 325 versus Crazed Gamer in an exciting game of AD Tile Swap, the hottest mode in the main tournament. So yeah, and then many more to come. I can just comment here. There's another cross-key game happening at 7 p.m. A casual boots, pretty rare. No, actually not a casual boots, is a Kabuki. So a casual boots, we randomize cross keys at 8 p.m. 2 games at 9 p.m. on SpeedGaming 1 and SpeedGaming 5, 1 cross keys, 1 animizer. So if you enjoyed these animizer, you can definitely join that for more entertainment. And that's gonna be it for today. Then many more coming tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and the next week, of course. So please stay tuned, join SpeedGaming, follow SpeedGaming, SpeedGaming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and any other number beyond that. And thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
Bye bye.